Is it the spaghetti policy? What's your spaghetti policy?
Not exactly. I was hiding in a dumpster playing with a sweet zombie arm.
But not that stupid movie where there's aliens. No, Shalaban! I'm fucking Roxas! Who is it? It's my grandma!
Ladies, gentlemen, it's Noisy Face.
That's me, and welcome in for another episode of Beacon Pines. Now, last time everybody froze to death and died. That's apparently not where the story ends. I'm not sure how far back we're gonna go, but let's go back again. Let's see, how far back we can go. Let's see. So we've done all our options there. Done all our options there. We have not done all our options here, nor here. So this is when we shoved a bully into toxic ooze. So why not? Let's try to tickle the bully and get punched in the face. So, Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Something about Beacon Pines was very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought, well, time to bust out the tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yeah. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
Okay.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you?
Yup. Oh, yup. Oh, yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yup.
What just happened?
She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening
Iggy's
us.
eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around,
Iggy
new
kicked
kid.
the puddle before making his escape.
Dude, you're gonna turn yourself into toxic ooze! Oh, no, not my friend! What have I done? No! Whoa, what a little creep.
Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your
Beck
hair.
shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it that bad?
It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look?
Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath.
Is it the spaghetti policy? What's your spaghetti policy?
He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess.
To be fair,
Hopefully he could
she
make it up
drug
to her.
herself into
But
this mess.
finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Oh, that's right! And this one, Rolo's missing! Hey, how's it going? Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in
Roxy and
panic?
Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck.
I don't care who she is. What happened?
We were just helping look for Rollo.
Luca, I need you to start telling me the
Roxy's
truth.
temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of
In a
time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I were playing in Weepwood yesterday when we were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse and we found a zombie arm. But there was someone there in a strange suit. When we hid in the dumpster and had heavy bags dropped on us, I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. It's all my fault. now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm going to fix this. Luca, go home.
But I want to help.
It's too dangerous for a kid.
I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a
Luca
plan?
wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing, telling me the truth. Now scoot!
You really believe his story?
What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival.
My dad has been acting really weird lately. Well, where do the normal...
He's like picking up an apple and shining it, and then he puts it back, and then he shines the same motherfucking apple? Why is it so cold here?
This place gives me the willies.
Alright, wait in the tree house. That's these, so To the tree house I go.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Ah! Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that.
I'm sorry. Who are you talking to?
What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But that dang thing never does, of course.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really.
The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet?
Not yet.
Long time for a boy to lose his way.
Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost.
I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick.
Antics?
We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks.
You think it's a prank?
What other possible explanation could there be?
He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it.
How do you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know? I'm just saying, you'd fit pretty well in a motherfucking hazmat suit. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks. I just told his sister.
Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. Oh, a shame? Why is he ashamed?
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Unless he's the one who took him.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine
Mr.
house.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing?
Not exactly. I was hiding in a dumpster playing with a sweet zombie arm.
The dumpster? What were you doing in there?
At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. Knocking down my giraffe, damn it! We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him.
You got scared by some garbage. Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster.
It wasn't garbage. I think it was a body.
I'm sure it was just some trash.
No, there was a name tag. It said Deep
Mr.
Engineering.
Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have
A
said
deep
that.
sigh
Now I
billowed from
have
his
to
chest.
kill you. Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep
Luca
you
attempted to take a
safe.
step back.
What did I fucking
Nuncreed's
say?
hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Oranges can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with
a firm
this.
shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing?
It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet.
That'll happen.
The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule, plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. And... Wait. No.
Well, already we're off to a great
This
start.
isn't the end.
So, go me.
I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay. Let's do it. I have no more options here. I can flight someone here. Let's do that. This is when we went to the treehouse and my gun didn't work. Piecing it together. Alright, let's, everybody's outside with the weird hyena man. Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve.
What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left, because you're an infected bully now. In this timeline. Fight. Flight. Because my gun doesn't
Luca
work.
drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Huzzah!
With surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked and my friend is probably still dead, but either way. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. Yeah, see ya, jerks.
Whee! Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
Oh, it's
Chapter
the
5.
end of the world as we
Signs.
know it.
They stood silently, catching their breath.
But not that stupid movie where there's aliens. No Shalaban!
The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. And what's up with the Winter Wonderland? Well, gone away is the bluebird, and here to stay is a new bird? How I know? There's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we could get our bearings. Follow me.
Find a way home. Alright, well. Do you want to build a snowman? Festival.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the
Oh,
surface.
pry that shit open.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it.
Can I open it? No. No, I cannot. Clickety clackety, clickety clickety clickety. Alright, well, how entertaining as this is. Luca! Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo Kerr.
I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those
Luca looked at
woods.
Iggy with
See, I thought
hesitation.
it was Rolo, but it's not. No need to be
With a
rude.
resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you.
Oh, he speaks, you young man of an hour, Clover. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios?
Just lucky, I guess.
Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you?
Oh, you knew my parents?
I killed your parents! Oh, wait. I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful. I probably murdered her.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving.
I'm sure we do. Oh, can I go either way? No, I've got to go this way. To the left, to the left. Oh, I can't go that way. What do I do? What do I do? I can't go this way. Alright, well, maybe I go back the way I came. And I go down here. Aha! Oh, that's bad. What's the readout? Just sitting above 258 Kelvin. Oh, that's a bit down from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Okay, sign.
What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there.
What town could this even be, Beacon Pines?
There couldn't be another town this deep in Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do.
Whack! Ka-cha! Oh, this. Oh. Whack! Get out of my way, bitch! Whack! Oh! Just saying. Just
The
saying.
boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. They're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible?
We ran away from town. How'd we get back here?
I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately.
There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this architect hellscape.
The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source.
You think it's related?
What the hell's going on? We gotta get some answers. Let's keep moving.
Right, we're gonna go this way. Oh. Did we travel in time and I just don't look because I can't get to my
The
treehouse?
fencing listened,
Here.
each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Aww.
It's like the stuff they put around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know.
Curiouser and curiouser.
It's all
Looking down
frozen.
at the frozen stream, Luca could
Your
faintly see a
powers
school
of deduction
nose
are
encased in the
amazing.
ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run.
Well, fish don't run, they swim.
Or swim run.
Hello, knockity knock knock.
The
Me.
crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. You have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't gonna save the day. We aren't even gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled, the town is destroyed, and everyone we've ever known is gone. But we don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
It's getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next
Oh, are we gonna freeze out there together?
Let's just
to Iggy.
rest.
The boys huddled
the
together
floor
for
a
warmth
bit.
and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Okay. And then we matched a girl it.
The way the snow covered everything over. It's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sorta froze up back there. Thinking I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my
Iggy
temper.
motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following you. You wanted me to fight you? Of course! Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand the very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things to get into
Iggy
fights? I know, something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse
Iggy
mission
now
control.
wept openly.
Perfect. Little Luca Fanhorn. His perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl wasn't even unpacked yet and she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. She ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you
Luca
know?
gave a warm chuckle.
I get that
Iggy
impression.
cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
It must be raining out here.
Iggy
Definitely.
arched into a wide yawn.
Should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all of
Iggy's eyelids
this.
began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? It's not bad. I'll give you a full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this wasn't a half bad one.
And then we died.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face, the doppelganger from his dreams.
Me, crazy
still
me.
clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know, it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy.
There's some Nomura timeline
You
shit
don't
going
remember,
on here.
do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting. Brought close by the stethoscope, it was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper
There's
get away
the
with
gray
this.
area.
Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom
Lies!
just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
And he never came home. Hello.
A figure
How's
approached
it going?
soundlessly from the
I don't know
foggy
who you
snowfall.
are, but I'm gonna talk to you apparently.
Stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the
It's a little
recognition that he
baby
was not in danger,
mouse.
Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep, minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads.
I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy.
You didn't hurt nobody.
Anybody.
Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-headed, scarfy-necked furball.
I mean, that's pretty damn good on the fly, I'm just saying.
Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit in here.
Interesting choice of words.
I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you?
A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility.
Great. How about your name?
If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How'd you make like a little gnat and buzz off?
Oh, very
Nat
well.
began to turn away indifferently.
Bitches. Wait! Do you live here?
You might say that.
So you know where we are?
You might say that also.
Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not?
Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are.
All right, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or
Iggy turned
another.
sharply and began to stomp off.
Okay, bye.
Enough with riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get
Luca
that
and
comb.
Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Clap your heels 3 times. Say Beetlejuice 3 times. Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open
For a
them.
brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. Is this Beacon Pines?
Look at that. We don't know how we got here. But maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weebwood. Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home.
You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful.
Give it to us straight, goddammit, Jesus!
So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. What? Okay. We both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. I'm fucking Roxas! Jesus, Grandpa, what'd you read me this for? A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless.
That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town.
Indeed. To pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate, which is why I have an older doppelganger! Shit's getting crazy up in here!
Would we have noticed? Someone would have noticed.
You think so? Unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity,
A revulsion, even. The brain was a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane.
Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably.
So you're saying that someone made an entire town and moved us all and no one noticed?
Precisely.
But why?
Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is uncover.
Narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Why'd you say the source like that?
Why,
Luca
indeed.
began to laugh uncomfortably.
This is ridiculous. There's no way
He
they
looked
could.
down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this is really home.
Then my
sprinted
tree
off
house
into the
should
pale
be
distance.
over here.
As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. Goodbye. Weirdo.
Chapter 6, The Source.
The source!
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest, but right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
Where's my grandma?
Luca stopped dead in his tracks.
Oh, my dad's grave!
The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash.
I
in the
didn't even
earth.
recognize it when we were
He dropped to
here.
his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. At this time, I thought I was visiting you. You've been here, alone. The snow. But Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Oh, Dad, what do
There
I
was no
do?
reply. Just snow-covered silence.
Why did you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you
Iggy
jerk?
finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Hey, Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Dun dun dun!
You gotta hide.
In this bush, quick. Convenience. 259K. Fall off distance, still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who love them will never know the truth. Truth is
He bent down to scoop up
overrated.
a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Eat snow! Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Is it me and my dad? Is it me and my dad? That is my question. One is me, one is my dad. Yes? No? Maybe? Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Okay. That was weird, but alright. Okay, bye.
Well, here I thought I was a jerk. Those dinkuses out there literally dancing
Luca
on
stuttered through
graves.
heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's
Iggy
some
gave him a
advice.
solid smack on the back of his head.
Oh, bitch! Hey! Was any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover. What you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah.
Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you're not a pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse sass,
I should stand up for myself? Hell yeah!
Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right?
That mentioned something about a
Luca
source.
wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest.
Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it?
What do you have in mind?
If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it.
Now what if it's too big to
Iggy flashed a
smash?
mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge.
I'm gonna make it right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this.
Okay, the source. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help is on the way.
Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her?
Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Ah, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Over.
Screw that guy.
Right, well, we can't go that way. Can I open this now? Pray tell. No. No, I cannot. Why can I not open that? Where else can I go? Can I go this way? Nope. Can I go this way? No. No. Okay, Beacon Pines.
Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Wait, what's that? Long story. So a few years back, I,
came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff.
So why'd you bury it under a tree?
That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop, and you guys pissed me off for some reason or another. I was just fucking bored. I don't know.
Realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. You burned down the chicken coop! But, like I said, those were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop! I prefer to think of it as incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the look on your faces.
Rolo got grounded for months.
Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. But when I came back, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
He raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us.
Unbelievable.
Alright, well, I'm sure we'll need those to blow shit up later. Can we use them here? Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who's in way over his head.
A hero is just someone who refuses to give up.
Comics these days, rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero.
I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself.
Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are.
Prepare for blast-off, loser. Over and out.
Okay. Can't go this way. We go in here? No. Hold on. I want to go in here and I can't, can I? No. Okay. Alright, whatever. Hello, hidey hole.
Luca
Of
and
doom.
Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now.
Why'd they dig a giant hole?
I think this is it.
This is the source? It's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole? Oh, hello! Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend.
Hey! Where's Rollo?
I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two at least. I shoved him in that kid Sparta kicked him in this hole! This is Beacon Pines! Ugh. Drat, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out
Mr.
here,
Kerr
didn't you?
gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it?
I just do that to our town. What is all of this?
Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know.
What do you mean you don't know? Aren't you in charge?
Oh, heavens no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications.
Locations like us?
You are smart
His face
boys.
contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles. A lot very Nietzsche of you.
Seems like you're destined to be a creep, Blackie.
The point is, we all play our part in life. Mine just happens to be a lead in the role of a lifetime, and you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call.
You aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you.
Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit. Scene change.
Uh-oh.
But why would Misha be into a hole? There, that's better. Deal with them.
He turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking?
Because I have a box of fireworks, and you
He
don't.
waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable.
Joke's on you! Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole?
Nothing! Nothing at all.
You're a terrible liar.
I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar.
Up. That's far
Iggy
enough.
picked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop! You fool!
Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down.
What, like
With a
this?
nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Hell yeah, he did.
Oh, his face. Wow.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Ah, no! No!
Iggy tried to twist away, but in
I
the struggle
thought
they
they
were
were
pulled
gonna
over the
fall.
side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Cliffhanger
His
that
grip
shit.
was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back.
What channel do I use?
It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening.
If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way to get out of this is to curse out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself.
If he lets go, we both die.
I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me singing the part of Phileas Young.
Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
I'm Phileas.
Wow. Can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go.
No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too.
Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You're gonna kill your friend like that, aren't
Every
you?
muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just no good bully like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you needed to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. 2 birds, 1 stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in
Calm
packs.
settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once.
And then we dropped him in a hole. Luca had no choice but to... I don't really want to drop you yet.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket.
Oh, don't do that!
A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out, We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of
dead
hands
founder?
overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Okay, so... we can accept here. How far back can we go now on this other tree hand? Over here. Where we can break shit. When we were hanging with our cat friend and there was a storm. All the way back. Beck called to Luca before he made his way past the gate. Wait up. I'll walk you home. Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
So we don't get caught in the treehouse then, because Rollo's not mad at us. Well, he's probably still mad at us.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd
Luca
tell him
stopped
about...
himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've gotta tell me.
Oh, okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened.
Heck yeah! Alright, well, I'll join my little
Luca saw
Roxas
Beck
replica
skulking
life.
by the gate.
That's true. So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place?
It's mostly boring and empty.
I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gates, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house.
You will reveal your secrets to me!
Oh. Open sesame.
What did you do?
First of all, I told you so! Second, hide.
That's Eris Valentine.
Who's she talking to? Shh! I expect you to return that suit in working order. Oh yeah! Because she lent it out! All this exposition. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff.
Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday.
Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when it all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I am still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but this is just flat out super villain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Who is it? It's my grandma! What is going on? Family!
Down Luca's spine, his vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing
Gran gave Eris a
suspicion.
curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Okay, my grandma's doing some shady motherfucking shit. So that's good.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
All the better to hit you
Luca
with,
sat
Grandma.
shivering in the bushes.
We just gotta sit
staring
around talking
at
about
his
how
feet.
big I'm getting.
After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Were you scared of the old lady in the hazmat suit?
That was my grandma.
That was your grandma.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly good, reasonable explanation for all of this.
Let's get to the treehouse. We'll figure things out there.
Lead the way. Alright, well, hold on, can I bang on this?
The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Nope. it to the treehouse. What an interesting episode this has been. It's this way? Yes, it is this way. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about.
Of course we're not worried!
Board finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it.
Absolutely! There's a sign here acknowledging everything is accurate. We'll be out of your hair in a flash.
Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal
The
soul
clipboards
as
looked
well?
at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha 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 ha! Wait, are you laughing because I'm laughing? Right. Oh, hold on. Can I phone booth it up? No. Don't mind me just running. How's it going?
Hi, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser.
Well, Gran tells me just to keep away from the clipboard.
That's good. That's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you'd better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Right, bye. See you later. I'm going to the treehouse, not home. Just so you know. Oh, there's people out here. What are you reading about me today, lady?
The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned. Are you prepared to live with the truth? I don't know, that's hella cryptic. Hello! Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf, cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird, for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, can I open this yet? Nope, still no opening for me. I don't need to go that way, I don't think. I'm gonna poke around. Anywho. Can we? Hey, are there fireworks over here? You said there were. Hey, how's it going?
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it
William
without
gave a
you.
half-hearted shrug.
I'm not sure about that. Nonsense! That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't like me much, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course! Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of importance to the whole affair, and we couldn't very well have celebrated the story at Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. That rhymed unintentionally. Oh, my father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he
Kerr
was.
locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean, the entire Valentine family, present company. Wait, you're a No, I'm confused. I was gonna say, wait, Kerr is? He's not. The other dude is. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yup, little bunches
With a
of
glimmer in his
potential.
eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is aliens, and the right leadership, of course. Oh, good night, Mayor Valentine. Is there an alien baby? Is that what's buried in the crater? Someone tell me. Alright, hello, can I talk to you? No, alrighty. Treehouse it is then. Where are you going?
Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further down from here.
So, what's your buddy Rolo like?
Rolo? He's Rolo.
Not particularly helpful.
Sorry, I just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest.
It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is.
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Hit me with the highlights.
Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal.
Oh, big deal, fertilizer.
It's a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew, and Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good.
I'm sensing a big but.
Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed.
Changed how?
It could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. All the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines.
Oh, the foul harvest.
Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs.
Sheesh.
The next year, the crops came back. Something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and sort of a crapshoot what happens.
No one knows why.
Nope.
I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick?
Yeah, for some reason, their farmers hit harder than others.
Well, that sucks.
Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town.
The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative?
Yup. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week. That's when they cloned everybody while they were decontaminating the groundwater. We'd better get going.
And indeed we shall go. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo? It seems my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission
waggled his
Control.
head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen a lot of worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about?
Yeah?
While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Cute. Oh. He does go all out, doesn't he?
Always.
Acha! Achi! Hello? How do I get up there? Hello, 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 hello? Hi. Oh, I just ran right through you! Boop. Oh. Bash! Bash! Oh, come on now. Bash! God damn it, Rolo. You asshole. Bash! Let me in. Oh my god. Oh, no, bitch. I'm gonna run right up to it. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place?
There's a guy in town named Geoff, who trades us junk for snacks.
Junk food for junk. Nuts. Alright, let's go up the stairs, me and my buddy old pal of mine. So, pretty sweet security, right?
It was imaginative, I'll give you that.
Luca, are you sure we can trust the new recruit?
I'll vouch for her.
Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there?
What were they doing?
I don't know, but the place was lit up and active.
Maybe they're squatters.
I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running.
A man pulled you in?
Yeah, but I got away.
You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right?
Yeah.
And it could have been a woman. How did you get away? It could have been your grandma.
I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran.
Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma.
Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Ira's Valentine meeting with Gran. Wearing the same sort of
Lolo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It's a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine.
Pretty much.
I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so, we can logically conclude aliens or aliens are, that's what I said, have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you.
First of all, and for the last time, there's no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged.
But she just borrowed the suit that day. Why does... She's definitely hiding something.
Maybe.
Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day, making jam. What could she possibly have to hide?
I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in.
Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here?
No. She came a few months back to take care of me. After
his mom went missing. Do you know your Gran? But how do you know she's your grandma?
No, not really. It's been years since I seen her.
Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are you sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Paul always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house.
If Gran is really hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now?
That's kind of the whole point of hiding something.
I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you tomorrow. Coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this.
I'm always game for some good scoop. You can count me in. Alrighty tidy. Well,
Chapter 6.
I think we're gonna go ahead and leave that here. Let's get the name of the chapter.
Lair.
Oh, secret tunnel! Alright, well, anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here. This was a very interesting episode. I hadn't played this in a while because I was feeling kind of so-so about like the jump arounds. But this episode, I had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like. Tell me which, like, rigmarole part was your favorite. And I see you in the next chapter.